Cookies, we're back. Right now I'm sick. But no matter how cold I am, how sick I am, how cold it is outside, I do have iced coffee. It's very concerning to me. Have you guys ever had a dream that you were studying in your sleep? 1 hour and 5 minutes have been completed. But yeah, I studied for 5 hours and 47 minutes. Good morning, vlog! Welcome to our second MCAT study vlog. I got up late today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know. I was on the phone with my mom before this and I was like, I'm really struggling because although I can wake up at 5, I cannot go to bed early right now to save my life. When 9 o'clock hits, I'm like, finally, I can be on my phone. I can catch up on YouTube. I can just lay there. Like, I don't know, like my body, instead of like, okay, like it's time to go to sleep, my body's like, thank goodness. Finally, we can do what we want to do, you know? So once I figure that out, maybe I'll try to start waking up super duper early again. But for right now, I might push it back at least to like 6:30. I'm just nervous because there's not that many like hours in the day to like study in chunks and then take breaks in chunks. Because sometimes my eyes hurt and I need about 2 or 3 hours of not looking at a screen for my body to like readjust and like be ready to study again. So I don't know, but I'm on my way to the coffee shop. So last night I studied. Yesterday I kind of took you guys along with me for my day. I really just rambled. I'll include it in the vlog. Good morning, everybody. It's day 2 of me studying for the MCAT. Right now I'm sick. I'm like on the outskirts of my sickness. How many of these do I take? My mom got me these. I'm so tired. I'm like an hour behind schedule, which I'm fine with today because I'm so tired. What the heck? I hate these childproof ones because, like, honestly. Oh, another seal. What the freak? Like I was saying, I'm really tired today. I felt it as soon as I got up. I got good sleep too, so probably gonna come home and take a nap. How many of these do I take? Because these are huge. Oh, this is 2. These are so rich in flavor. I'm gonna take some Tylenol cold and flu and then we're off. But you know what's crazy? I don't have time to talk, but I got the warning signs for my Oura ring and I was like, is this thing bugging? Like, I literally have been thinking that it's bugging for like the past like 2 or 3 days, because the first day it told me I was sick, I didn't feel sick, so I ignored it. The second day I started to feel tired, but I was like, whatever. Third day I woke up with mucus. Now this is the 4th day and it says that my temperatures are returning back to normal, but I'm actually feeling it. I had an elevated fever for like the first 2 days. It started coming down yesterday, and then, which is just crazy how like if I didn't have the Oura ring, I would think that today was my first day of like getting sick, you know, or like yesterday, because I felt like congested yesterday. I think I definitely see a nap in my future. I don't think that I got enough sleep last night. I think probably because I worked extremely hard yesterday too. Very proud of myself. So I'm gonna go study hard again today and I'll give you another update at the end of the day. Proof that I'm actually studying at home. My mom's office is actually pretty decent. There's an air vent right by the window and it's blowing out heat, massive heat. But no matter how cold I am, how sick I am, how cold it is outside, I do have iced coffee. I'm not going out again. I'm like severely out of breath because honestly, even though I've been sick, my Oura ring told me that I was sick a few days ago. We've been over this. I feel it the most today. Like, I fell asleep today watching a YouTube video. In my daily schedule that I built, instead of going to the gym today, I napped. And during over half of my lunch, I napped. But anyways, I fell asleep to a YouTube video that I was like actually interested in. Like, I don't even remember falling asleep. And then I woke up startled by a stupid ad. But anyways, proof that I'm about to start my work. And I'll let you know what I did. I was thinking too about just like MCAT content because my brain is always on 3 things. It's either thinking about my relationship with God, thinking about medical school, or thinking about YouTube. Honestly, those are like the 3 categories that seem to take up a lot of space. First one's great. First one's good. Don't get me wrong. The other 2, actually, you know what? I'm pretty healthy right now mentally. Let's keep it going. Probably because the first one is very big. But I digress. I was like, okay, how many of these MCAT videos am I gonna film? Like, how many times a week should I pull on my camera? Because I truly feel like if I was vlogging today, I would have forced myself to go out of the house again and study, because I just feel like it's kind of boring to watch someone study in their house 24/7. But I eat it up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's boring as if like if I was a consumer, I'd love it. I don't care. I want to see you study wherever. But me as a creator, I'm like, okay, maybe I should try to do better. So yeah, I was thinking about that and I was like, well, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then I was like, 3 videos a week for basically, I'm not saying when my test date is, but like that would equivalent to like a lot of videos in the 30s. Is that too many? Like we would at least have like 20 something videos. Is that too much? See you guys later. Study update. I look like I've been through the trenches. Studying at home, you do get distracted more, but I'm just proud of myself for still sitting in here, but the time is not as effective. So I do think that I should probably, more days than not, study outside of my home. That's just a sacrifice that I'm going to need to make. So it's currently 5:37. I should have been in my editing phase. Honestly, I'm okay with not editing today. I didn't really feel like it anyways. I'm gonna try to work for another hour before I take a break. My sister called and then I got distracted on TikTok, but mostly because my sister called. We're on FaceTime for a minute. I did bring these treats in here. I said I could have one after the first hour, which I completed a while ago, and then yeah, anyways, I'm currently on question 9 of 30 for reviewing my biochem section. I have completed reviewing cars, so that's good. So I just have to get through biology. Tomorrow we go back to chemistry. I would like to be able to review past chemistry questions because I feel like you're going to learn either by 2 ways: keep doing questions or reviewing questions. I would like to do a combination of both because I feel like I do see myself missing some of the same things that I've already done, which means I'm not reinforcing the material, but at the same time, like it's just like it's hard for me right now because I just feel like I don't have a lot of time. But then again, you guys just heard me say that I got distracted. I just really have to be firm about boundaries, which are hard for me right now because I always get like nervous, like, oh no, like what if something's wrong, you know? Yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna take a few minutes to literally eat this and just think about life and then get back to it. Honestly though, I might not even take a few minutes because we're almost in our family time, which I'm trying not to be so hard on myself because earlier this morning I literally felt so bad and I'm still a little stuffy, as you can hear. I should probably take some more medication, but this morning, I didn't think I was going to make out studying-wise. I was like, there's no way I'm getting through the whole day. Which I did take a nap, but I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I'm literally shaking because of how long I've been studying. I think everything's about to die. My iPad's definitely about to die. Let's check my computer. This one shouldn't. It's on 55%. So I'll charge my iPad up while I take my break. And then I'll charge my computer while I work on it, which is what I did yesterday. I'm literally shaking because I haven't had a break in so long. But we made it to question 17. I'm going to try to finish majority of my questions today. I feel like I need to get in the mindset of like what you set out for yourself to complete for the day, do it. I haven't quite mastered fitting in 1,000 flashcards yet, so I'm working on that. I realize though, a lot of my mistakes are not from me not knowing. It's either me making dumb mistakes or reading the question wrong. I can't tell you how many times I've like read the question wrong or like misinterpreted what I thought they were saying, because at the end of the day, like the test is not straightforward. It's straightforward in the sense of like, you know everything that they're trying to ask you, but the route to get there can sometimes be confusing. For example, there was this question about acetylation. So if you know anything about acetylation, basically there's deacetylation and then acetylation. Deacetylation is a decrease in gene expression because basically the histone and DNA are tight. So nothing's getting in there to translate the DNA. But acetylation, they're kind of like this. So like proteins can go in there and like central dogma the DNA, basically. So I'm like, okay, I know that, right? I just explained it to you guys. So I'm on the hunt. I'm looking for something that will disrupt, because it's like, basically, why does acetylation happen? So I'm looking for something that's going to disrupt this process. All of a sudden, I see lysine. I'm like, it says lysine, phosphate group in DNA. I'm like, perfect, that matches. Phosphate groups are negative, lysine is positive, so when they interact, the DNA no longer interact with the histone protein, it's gonna want to interact with lysine. So I'm like, I see it, I'm like, what? Why did I get this question wrong, Pookie? In the answer choice, it says a positively charged phosphate group. on DNA. And you might be thinking, you didn't catch that? No, because phosphate groups are normally negatively charged. Like, my brain just, like, knew what I was looking for. So I, like, picked it out. Basically, I didn't read the answer choices carefully. And then there was, like, another answer choice that was, like, Saltbridge. And I saw it and I was like, that's right. But it's not what I'm looking for, you know? So I need to stop doing that and need to start reading carefully. But I do the same thing with question stems. There was one in cars today where it was asking me a specific question. And I was like, oh, got it. Main idea, got it. It was basically about whale hunting, and it was like if they weren't focused on money. But in the passage it was saying that they weren't focused on money. I was like, okay, cool, they match up, like I know what I'm looking for. But it was saying it would, like, if they weren't focused on money, it would basically weaken the argument instead of strengthen it. You had to be there to understand. But like, I gotta stop doing that. But I feel like that only comes with practice. But it's so discouraging, one, scoring consistently, or at least, I mean, it's been like 2 days, but also I've been doing UWorld before this. I've done at least 1,000 UWorld questions before this, inconsistently a little bit, definitely a lot of it, but still, definitely 900. And I've been scoring in the low anywhere between 30 and 50%, the science passages minus psych soc, and then cars. Very rarely do I get above that, and when I do, I'm skipping, I'm hopping around, I'm singing praises of joy. But most of the time that doesn't happen, so it's like kind of discouraging. But at the same time, I feel like talking about this and telling people this, like, maybe you need to see that it's normalized. I hope that we get up. But I'm talking in the sense of we're going to get up. Like, I'm going to get up into like the 80s, 90s, 100%. I'm going to get there. So this is me speaking it into existence for myself, hoping that this like showcases kind of where I'm at. I guess like makes it more, I cannot like speak. This is what happens after I study for so long. I hope that this shows someone's journey who isn't starting out above normal. I've seen a lot of people who like take a practice exam for the first time and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not too bad. Like I got a 505. Or like, oh my gosh, I'm not too bad. Like I'm scoring 60s and 70s on UWorld. That's great for you. But that's not my story. We're starting at rock bottom. So if you're also starting at rock bottom, just know that it's okay because we're going to work our way up. You're going to work your way up. You're going to do enough practice problems and start like picking out these things, seeing how they could kind of trick you, because that is kind of a tricky answer. Putting positively charged phosphate group on DNA. Since when? Since when? Since when? So that's a recap of day 2 studying. I'll include this in, I think I'm gonna vlog my day tomorrow, so I'll include this little bit in tomorrow's vlog. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm not gonna take you guys along with me for the rest of the night, but I promise you I will study. I will literally edit in if I studied or not, and I promise you that I will, because I want to get these questions done. I just like can't, like my brain is literally like bleh. Like it literally feels fried, so I need to stop looking at a camera. It's cutting into my family time. I'm like hours behind on my schedule today, but that's also okay. We're gonna get back on it tomorrow. Good night. But I did study. I studied for like 30, 45 more minutes. And I have one more passage of biochemistry to review when I get to the coffee shop. And then we'll do Anki. And then we have chemistry, physics, 30 set to do today. So that's what I'll be doing while I'm there. I do kind of want to go to the gym today, but it's also literally freezing. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. Oh, wait, no. Friday. Today's Wednesday. I don't know. Like going to the gym in 36-degree weather just doesn't sound appealing. So we'll see what I end up doing. Right now, my main concern is to start studying for the day. Sorry, my brain's like buffering. Right now, I'm waiting for my car to defrost. I have it turned down. But I'll see y'all there. Okay, hi guys. I am finished with my first study session today. It went pretty well, not gonna lie. Like, I got 50%, as you guys saw, on both of the sections today, which you might be like, ugh, that's bad. But listen, you gotta take the wins when you can. And the fact that I'm scoring higher in chemistry physics right now than biochem is very concerning to me. But I genuinely think it's because the last two passages I've gotten a lot of organic, and as we discussed, I recently had organic. So I'm gonna take a break. It's pretty late in the day because I did wake up later. Or I say late in the day, like late and according to my schedule, but I think I'm going to change my schedule. But you know what else I was also thinking? The coffee shop that I study at has another one of my gym locations literally right next door. Now, you might be thinking, why not just go there after you get done? And I could, and I might. That's all I had to say. So, like, that could literally help me out so much if, like, I mean, yeah, you should go to the gym every single day or, like, do some type of physical activity. But, like, for me right now, I don't know. I want to go to the gym every single day. But, like, if I'm, like, running late, like, today and I still want to go to the gym, I could just go next door. Because it literally would take 2 seconds. But it's smaller. Like, it's a much smaller location. And it doesn't have, like, the regular people that I normally see. Which, like, I know what you're thinking. Don't you say that you don't like seeing people? That's true. But it's, like, a comfort of, like, having your gym people at the time that you go. Like, you know who's supposed to be there or who's there, like, you know, I don't know, but I was thinking about that, like, maybe I'll just do that. This lighting is kind of bothering me. Oh, I did kind of not run out of time, but like I was on the last question on my chemistry physics when the timer went off today. So I don't know, timing has been pretty good with all of the 30 questions. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when I move it up to 45. I don't know, but timing's been well, which is what I was mainly concerned about. Like this time around with world questions, I think last time I was doing them, not intentionally, but I was doing them on time. Like I forgot to change it. Definitely has a difference. So yeah, but I'm going to take a break. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Like I don't want to look at any screens. So I'm like, maybe I should go to the gym. But it's so cold out. It's 35 degrees right now. I refuse. Like what's like, no, I don't want to do that. You know, like maybe I should walk. I just don't really feel like it. Then I have to come back and get showered, eat lunch. Like it's just a lot. Like part of me just wants to like sit on the couch and just like breathe for a bit. Well, I'll tell you guys what I end up doing, but I plan on being back to study. Should we go to Barnes today and study, or should we go in my mom's office? I studied in my mom's office yesterday and it went pretty decent, not gonna lie to you guys. It could have gone better, but at least I stayed for the 2 hours. But Barnes, one of the books that I wanted to get for 2025 came out yesterday and I didn't go yesterday. It's Begged, Borrowed, or Something Else by Sarah Adams. It's like the third book in the When in Rome series, which I read last year. Loved When in Rome, and I really liked When in Rome, but I read Practice Makes Perfect first. Practice Makes Perfect was good, but it was quirky. But I loved like that series, or interconnected series, made me realize that I like small town vibes. So I kind of want to go pick it up. I'm supposed to be reading ACOTAR right now. I haven't touched it. It's just one of those things where like it's easier for me to read a cheesy romance right now than to read a fantasy book. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait till after my test date to read those or what, but I feel kind of bad because I started a video on it again and I think I'm going to abandon it for the most part and then read it when I'm like done. It's just one of those things where it's kind of hard for me because like you do have to use some sort of brain power. I don't want to get sucked in too much. At least with like a romance book, if I get sucked in, it'll be over in like 200 pages. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep as normal of a life as I can while studying for this. So maybe I should. I'm not going to the gym today. My feet are cold as I'm speaking. I think I might go to Barnes and pick up that book. My parents got me a Barnes & Noble's gift card. So excited. But I wanted to do like a video of me going ham in Barnes & Noble's. But I just don't think that that's going to work because, one, because new releases are coming out and I want to like buy the new releases with the gift card money. Like I don't want to just go in there and like randomly pick up books. Like I want to buy books that I actually want. So that's one reason why I don't think I'm going to do that video. And then two, yeah, that's the main reason. I had all the books. They're written down in my little thing. Also, when is my planner coming? I'm getting angry. I want it so badly so I can plan my life. But I wrote down all the books that were like coming out. I'm kind of nervous for Onyx Storm because, I don't know, I just didn't think that people were going to be after it this way. I should have known. But like when I got Fourth Wing, like yeah, it was all the hype, but I kind of got it before the hype wave. Like I don't know how I saw it or whatever. I think I follow this one girl who reads strictly fantasy for the most part, and she was raving about it. And I was like, oh, I like her fantasy recommendations. So that's when I went and picked it up. Luckily for me, a lot of the books come out after my exam, I think. Let's look, because I'm not ready to go inside yet. Yeah, the only one that I'm really worried about is Onyx Storm and then Deep End by Allie Hazelwood. Maybe the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and maybe I'm not really worried about Wild Side because I haven't even read the other one yet. That's kind of where my mind's at. That's kind of how my day is going. Guys, I don't do well with the cold. I have my lunch, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm just not eating lunch at 2:23. You're not gonna be shocked. You're gonna be like, you fell asleep. But I feel like my reasoning for falling asleep is a good one because I didn't realize I was asleep. Have you guys ever had a dream that you were studying in your sleep? In my dream, I'm studying at Barnes. Now, at some point, I did wake up from this dream and realize that I was in the bed sleeping, but by then the damage was done, so I continued to sleep. Let's see how long my nap was. And I've been so tired lately. It only says my nap was 27 minutes. That can't be right. But it's saying that I went to sleep from 12:13 to 12:52 p.m. Whatever, you guys don't care. But this is where I'm at. It's taking everything in me to still go to Barnes. Like, I thought about even going to Barnes and just getting the book. But if I'm there, I might as well study. I don't know. I really just want to study in the comfort of warmth in my own home. And it's cold at Barnes. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I feel like everyone's getting back into routine and it is tiring. Like, I forget, like, it's okay to, like, struggle in the beginning of a new routine and in the beginning of you trying something new. As we can see with You World, I just have, like, a hard time with it, but I don't know what it is, but I'm really cold. I don't think that my body is regulating the heat throughout properly because when I'm sitting up, my, like, this part is warm and my hands are okay, like my fingers are kind of cold, but like my thighs and my legs are freezing. When I was laying down, my feet were just cold. Everything else was fine. So don't hate me because it's 3 o'clock at this time that it's about to be. I literally have about 15 minutes to get to Barnes. Traffic will be bad until about 6. I think I'm just gonna go to Barnes, grab a book, grab coffee, and come study in my mom's office. I feel like I'm letting myself down, but I'm really not. Truth be told, I already went out and studied once today. I feel like I could study well in my mom's office again, but I'm gonna quit yapping. I'll take you guys with me to Barnes. I'm gonna quickly grab a coffee and quickly grab the book that I want and then come back here and study. Not a coffee, a refresher. I'm back home. It was low-key packed. Hold on. It was low-key packed. So I didn't vlog in Barnes. Plus, weird things always seem to happen. But at least this time, another girl was beside me. And I just want to look at her and be like, what the freak? But I also felt bad because, like, she was in the main section that I was in. And I, like, kept walking, like, behind her, like, a bunch. Because I was looking for the book. Turns out she was standing in front of, like, where the book was. But I'll show you the books that I got. Books plural. Obviously, I went in there to get Beg, Borrow, or Steal. This is about Emily Walker. I don't think I really liked Emily last time. But this is basically, both of her sisters are teachers, I think. One of them wants to be, oh, this isn't the one that I am excited for. I think I'm excited for the other sister story. One of them wants to be a chef and the other one is a teacher, but they're both teachers when we first meet them, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to read about the other girl's story where she's going to be a chef because there's been tension between her and her love interest. But I don't think I've ever met this person's love interest, Emily's love interest. Why would he agree to help her? Okay, I'm excited to read this. Like I said, I think I'm gonna start reading romance while I'm studying just because I feel like reading helps my CAR scores. And I know what you're thinking. How? When you read a whole bunch, I feel like it helps, like, you get through stuff, like you're able to take the big picture. When I studied for the MCAT the last time, I feel like something that really helped me was reading classics. So I might bring back Persuasion, honestly. It could use a little bit more water, but I'm excited for this. I did get another book. Sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted today. Actually, really badly. And then I decided to get King of Greed. I decided to continue this series. I haven't finished King of Pride, but I'm like halfway through it. So I also might read those. I really wanted to get into fantasy, but like I told you guys, I've been so tired recently. So I just am excited to get back into routine and have more energy and not have to take naps. This one is so good because my girl Alessandra, she's better than me. Because maybe she did cut up. I don't know. But I would have revolted. I would have been like, dude, you did all this to get me and now that you have me, what? I'm nothing? So, two very different vibes. Excited for both. Let's get to work though, because that's the most important thing. I think I'm going to review chemistry first, then we'll go to cars, and then I'll take a break. So it's an hour of chemistry, an hour of cars, break, and then I'll come back for another 2 hours. So I'm excited for that. Excited for my break. Also, I'm very happy that I decided to come in because, like I said, traffic was really bad today, but Barnes was also busy. There was no big tables when I walked in there, and like I think that there was only like middle tables, which I wouldn't have been able to film. So I'm happy that I decided to study at home anyways. Okay, let's get started. I read the first question, the last part of the first question wrong, and I literally wrote down that exact meaning. What the freak, Erica? Have been completed. This section of studying, or this hour of studying, took me a little bit longer, like the question wise. Normally within an hour, at least for the past few days, I've been getting through anywhere between 13 to 15 problems out of the 30. I got to number 8, but it was good. I feel like this section there was actually things that I like didn't know, so there's a steep learning curve is what I'm trying to say. So definitely have some things to work on, but I feel like I got majority of the problems correct in the middle. So from like 11 to about 23, I got majority of them right, and then I got the last 3 right. So I feel like a lot of the questions that I missed were in this top section, but there's also quite a bit. I want to break though. I really don't want to switch over to cars, but I've been trying to increase my cognitive flexibility, if you will, and encourage myself to not just stay on the same subject, but to be flexible. I feel like that really helps me because with the MCAT, you jump around a lot. Like one question can be general chemistry, and then the next question could be biochemistry related, and then you'll go to organic, and then it could be like a really easy biology question in chemistry, and then you'll get the hardest physics question you ever did see. So, I really don't want to, but it's good for me. It's good for me. I'll be back to finish chemistry in the next study session that we have. Or I might be back within this one because hopefully cars won't take me too long to review. I also, this week, as you guys know, is kind of like a test trial for the UWorld Excel sheet that I created. I'm going to have to adjust it. And one, because even if I put in like 26 cars questions, it'll give me like 2 separate numbers. I could do either, like I think I put in 26 one time and it was like, you can either do 22 or 24. Or it was like 20, no, it was like 22 or like 30 something. And I was like, and I feel like that was too much for me getting back into things. I really like the 1 or 2 passages. I feel like that's been challenging enough time-wise and with like getting things right and correct. So I need to go in and adjust that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, but I'm gonna try for the most part to continue to push myself. And I haven't been able to do as many flashcards, and I have this other like flashcard website that I want to use strictly for biology and biochemistry, so I need to start doing that too. Just a steep learning curve. And I was thinking about all of this while studying. But I'm gonna take my break, probably just sit here. I need to add some water into this. It's very potent. I'll be back after my next hour is up. done with this study session. So this is study session number 2. If you can tell, my words are starting to get slurred. My camera's blinking at me. My iPad's on 50%. My computer's on 50%. Like, things are going downhill, so I need to take a little bit of a break. The issue is it's 6:13. My cutoff time, I need to start sticking to it at 9 so I can get a good night's sleep. So I think I'm going to try to be back in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So start at like 8 and then end at 9:15. I've studied for 4 hours and 36 minutes today so far. I'm only on question 12 of the chemistry. Normally I'd be on like question like 15 or 16 at this point, so not that far. Or I should say I'm on question 13. I'm finished question 12. I wanted to read you guys this problem, show you how confusing sometimes stuff is. I got it right, but a pentose, which we all probably know if you clicked on this video and you're a science major, is a 5-membered ring. A hexose is a 6-membered ring. Now listen to this. Some sugars, most commonly pentoses and hexoses, which I just told you are 5 and 6-membered rings, take on silical structures known as pyranoses and furanoses. Pyranoses are 6-membered rings, and furanoses are 5-membered rings. So, did I get something wrong? They're literally opposite. How does that make sense? I'm about to ask chat. How is a pentose a 5-membered ring, but a pyranose a 6-membered ring? Unless this is just a typo, but I doubt it. Great question. The difference between a pentose, a 5-membered sugar, and a pyranose, a 6-membered ring form of a sugar, arises from how these sugars cyclize and the number of atoms involved in the ring formation. So, like, you have to know that. You have to know that. I'm not going to read through the explanation because at the end of the day, I'm the type of person where you're like, this is this, this is this, this is that, and I'm not really going to question it. That sparks issues in other departments of my life, but for right now, we're fine. But I just, like, when I was writing it down, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, it's not that hard for me to remember, obviously, because I got the question right, but still. Anyways, when I come back, I'll be on question 13, which I got wrong. And then I hit kind of my like streak of doing well, thank goodness. So hopefully the latter half of this will go fine. Tomorrow's section is psych soc, which I'm really excited about. I tend to do better on this one, so hopefully it won't take me, I normally don't take the full time, and like I said, this is just a section that I'm better at and more confident in. Thank gosh, I can win in one area of this exam. So I'm excited for that because that means that I'll have ample time to review, hopefully. We'll see if it works out. Ample time to review the stuff that I've been going through before I take a half length on Friday. I won't take you guys along with me for tomorrow, but I will take you guys along with me for Friday. And I want to edit one of these videos soon to see if I even like it, because maybe I won't. And then I'll stop, but I doubt it. Proud of myself so far, but I will be back at 8. So I'm going to let everything charge up, and then we'll be back for our final hour of studying. Hopefully my planner will come in soon. It says it's not supposed to be here till Saturday. Cookies were back for 1 hour only. Look what came in the mail while I was on my break. This is my planner. So excited. So excited. You guys already know what I have left to do. I want to try to finish the chemistry questions. If I don't, no biggie, but I feel like I should be able to get it done in an hour. I really am tempted to fill this out. So let's do that really quickly. But this doesn't count as studying hours. Oh my gosh, my cursor sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna do this later because I need to like think about what it is I'm writing down, but I'm so excited to finally have that planner. But now to get started with work. Everyone's favorite subject. I should have brought my tripod in here, but here's the thing. I'm going to listen to music, and if I record on my phone, I can't listen to music, so I do drastically apologize to everyone. I'm starting my clock, which I always forget to do. 1 minute left on my timer. I got stuck on 2 problems that I missed that were the exact same. Not even trying to do them, but I think I figured out a quicker way maybe. And my iPad's crashing out. Like my good notes has unexpectedly stopped responding. So if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. But I really want to finish this one thing that I'm on. Thank goodness it's back. Ooh. Lord, sorry. I'm officially calling it quits for the night. It's 9:21, so I went a few minutes over. I'm gonna sit here and try to find a video for these questions that I like don't understand on YouTube really quickly. I haven't done that in forever. What am I looking for? What are those? What are they called? But I literally missed 2 of them back to back, and I think that it's like simple things, but like the explanation on New World is so what is this called? Solutions in electrochemistry. How to find pH in solutions in electrochemistry. Let's hope Organic Chemistry Tutor has something on it, because I adore his videos. Yeah, and I've watched it. I swear this is not the same. But maybe I'm just like understanding the question wrong. Okay, no. I think that this is the video, and I haven't watched this.
It's time to live your study abroad era.
Okay, I feel like these are the type of problems. Yeah. So we'll watch that eventually tomorrow if I have time, or before I take the half link. I ended on question 24, so I have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. But I got the last 3 right. These next 5 are probably going to take me close to like 30, 45 minutes to review. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think that I did a sufficient job with studying today. I think I studied for, we'll check my 4-stop, which it doesn't matter. Something that I'm coming to understand is it doesn't matter how long that you study for. It just matters about like if you think that you're getting a lot done, if you can see progress. But for me, this just helps me stay off my phone and stay on task, on time, on target. That was my high school's motto. But yeah, I studied for 5 hours and 47 minutes. I think this is the longest I've studied this week. It beat Monday by 10 minutes. That's the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company while I study all day long. And I'll be back Friday to talk to you guys about my half-length breakdown and just how I felt about it and my plan moving forward. I probably won't actually vlog it, because when I vlog and I study, it kind of makes me nervous. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm just aware that a camera is on me, as you should be, but it's kind of like good stimulation, because when you take the MCAT, people are watching you like through a camera, but that's different. Like for this purpose, I'm like, is my camera still on? I hope I don't have anybody in the background. Is this a good angle? Is there anything in the angle that shouldn't be? And when I take my half length, I just kind of want to be focused and present, and I'll probably take it at a coffee shop just to stimulate a somewhat real environment. Actually, I don't know. I might take it home. Either way, that's when I'll see you guys. And I'm going to bed. I'm going to chill out for the rest of the night. I'm feeling a little bit jittery, probably because of this. And I'm really tempted to drink some more of this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pour the rest out and then fill this up with water and then drink that and try to wind down for the rest of the night. I'll probably include my UWorld scores tomorrow for Psych Soc, because it'll be the first like Psych Soc section that I'm doing during these vlogs, because all I've done so far is cars, biochemistry, and then chemistry, physics, yada yada yada. So I'll include that in Friday's vlog, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. Good night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.